Good job. Can you do a handstand, buddy?
Abby's dancing with you.
Good morning and welcome to the early morning Sunday show, the Frozen North Winter Edition. We're frozen south, frozen east. My God, the United States is frozen except out on the west. Not too bad there. I can't complain here. You get about 20 miles east of here, it starts to suck because of the wind. So, yeah, a lot of you, snow, ice. Oh my God, this is amazingly bad. But spring's coming, so let's be positive. Today we have got some VCLT, has some kind of jazz, vocal jazz. We have Psych. We have kind of doom metal. Yeah, coming from me, huh? Boy. Psych from India. How about that? And some blues. So it's, yeah, we got some great stuff here. But first, there's this.
Out of bounds, Washington ball.
Last weekend, we went to see the Nuggets. I went with my wife, her business. She works front desk, and all the front desk people were able were able to go to the suites that her firm has. Only them, spouses, weren't allowed. Well, she doesn't want to drive anywhere. She don't like driving in Denver. She'll drive to work. She knows that one. So, well, you have to come. All right. So I went with my youngest son. We had tickets. They were so tight. I mean, I'm not a fat guy. Fatter than I used to be, we'll say that. But you get into these seats, so I put down my beer. So I put my beer, in that little holder, which was very, very loose. It's made for bigger things. As I'm sitting down, I knock my beer over. It's in a can, starts spilling onto part of my coat, part of the seat. All right. Let's get it up, kind of clean it up, put it on the other side. Tried to sit down. The guy on the other side, whoever it was, hit it and spills it. I mean, I'm just losing beer like all over the place. So yeah, there's how the game started. But man, those seats were tight. I don't know how anybody with a little larger butt gets in them. Actually, I did see a guy. He's like this, he's kind of sideways in it, and I'm all righty. That guy was in front of me, but it was fun. Nuggets are having a good year. Most of their starting lineup is out due to injury, and they're still winning, so can't complain about that. Yeah, have fun. Took a walk about down in downtown Denver this last week because I knew the weather was going to get frigid. There's a bunch of museums I wanted to see, so I did a big museum day and saw the state capitol, did all that kind of crap. We'll have film at another time. But let's get rolling here. We have some new things. First off, some VCLT from my friend Isa out in Boston. He's always very generous, and he said, really appreciate this. He sent me this. This is from S.E. Rogi. I think his last name really was Rogers. He's from Sierra Leone, out in West Africa. And this is the last album he made. It's called Dead Men Don't Smoke Marijuana. How's that for a title? Dead Men Don't Smoke Marijuana. And very popular singer's done a lot. And again, I'll go into a deeper dive later once I really soak this in. But my first listen to side one, was very relaxing. more acoustic, really good voice, very enjoyable. Really, yeah, this was a great listen. So I look forward to digging into that. He also sent me this, a T-shirt. Is that not neat? Birth of the Cool Miles Davis. That is absolutely outstandingly awesome. I am really stoked about that. That is super cool. So, obviously, Miles Davis is my favorite of the jazz. So that was neat to have. So thank you very, very much, Issa, for that. He doesn't have a channel, but he's been watching me for years. Tells me, hey, try this, try that. His taste makes my taste look pretty tame. He's going, what are you listening to? What? Yeah, he goes off on some tangents. It's pretty cool. But let's get into this music. The first album, it came from another best of 2025 videos I watched, and I was intrigued by it. They played some samples. And I can't remember who it is. Please feel free, whoever it was. You're probably watching this. Tell me. Maya Delilah, The Long Way Round. Maya Delilah. And there she is. It is on pretty neat looking vinyl. Very kind of orangey. And hair sleeve. Maya Delilah. She is out of UK, from London, born in 2000. So, part of this century. Really started getting into music full time in 2020. She's jazz. She plays guitar and plays a really good jazz guitar, but pop, R&B also. You're going to get all of that in here. At age 15 in London, they have the London Gigs Big Busk. I believe that's what it's called. It's an annual street music competition. And at age 15, she won it. So she definitely had some talent, or does have talent. This album, it's a unique blend of jazz, of soul, and pop. Kind of Norah Jones-like. If you like Norah Jones, I would think that you would like this. She has a beautiful voice, and her guitar playing is extremely good. This is her debut. Came out last year. It is, this is just filled with kind of a jazz guitar, soulful vocals, sings about love, about heartbreak, about nostalgia, kind of the usual stuff. There's a song on here called Squeeze, which really has a funky feel to it, which was kind of nice. It broke things up. There is a Maya, Maya, which was a very introspective song. She looked back at things. Then there is, what was that? Jeffrey. Jeffrey was a neat song. It's an instrumental, but it's just, it's packed with a lot of these rich textures that are just, it's really nice. Her guitar playing is excellent on there. You can really hear it, but then other instruments come in to do their solos. Very nice stuff. This was very smooth, very relaxing. It was muy tranquilo, for those of you, my Spanish speakers. Most enjoyable. Glad this was shown. I hadn't heard about it, but it truly is beautiful. It's off Blue Note, so it is from Blue Note, and makes sense why. Gorgeous stuff. Maya Delilah, The Long Way Round. Hope you enjoy the samples.
So in vain, bless my soul, we're all getting old and the world is fast. Even if you take it slow, another day, another end, oh, we begin again.
let's move into some Psych. This was recommended by a number of you out there. I had shown the album Wooden Shjips, the group Wooden Shjips. I'd shown the first album, Wooden Shjips, and everyone said, you need to buy Dose. Get Dose. Dose is the best. So I have Dose, which, get this, it's their second album. San Francisco band formed in 2006, experimental, psych rock, and they have done 5 LPs. And there we go, off Holy Mountain, and it's just a paper sleeve. Nothing else in there. This came out in 2009. Again, like I said, it's their second LP. Influences from Wooden Shjips, SHJIPS, is Spaceman 3. I would say you got a little Stooges in there. Loop, for those that know Loop, the Telescopes, for you know those, I got those bands, and even some Suicide, I think you could throw in here. You know, some of the songs, it starts with Motorbike, and it's just full of feedback. The guitar feedback is pretty immense, and it's set against a very kind of primitive, almost guitar and bass riff that's happening. It's like sonic mayhem going on. It's wonderful. It's just these 2 chords that are played over and over and over. Kind of like you get this stoner rock feel. And then there's these organ lines that are in there that it sounds wonderful. In fact, the organ reminded me of, that's where I said Suicide, reminded me of Ellen Vega from Suicide, that kind of stuff. For So Long was another one. A throbbing bass line. It's just propulsive and goes against a simple snare and hi-hat on the drums. Not much happening there, but just sounds wonderful together. Aquarium Time was one. It's like they've been listening to the Doors. There's a very hypnotic organ happening, very Doors-like. This was this will take you on a hell of a spacey trip. It was really good. I've really enjoyed this. Something different. Wooden Shjips, Dose. Thank you for a number of you for recommending that I get this. So speaking of Wooden Shjips, there is another group related. And real quick here, sip. Give you a good slurp. This is Moon Duo. And some of you recommended, hey, you need to check out Moon Duo. Out of San Francisco, formed in 2009. This is from the lead guitarist of Wooden Shjips, Ripley Johnson, and his wife, Sonia Yamadin, I believe. She plays organ. And they have 10 LPs out there. And this is their very first one. Now, this is a special one. This has I ordered this off Discogs. Isn't like I see this stuff. Notice it has a wax seal here. If I open that up, there's going to be more. The album can slip out. So when I ordered this, I ordered it because I wanted the special edition. Okay? And that was Discogs, and in comes this. This is what the album looks like inside. Just, your basic album. There's just white sleeve. And that was it. I go, wait a sec. I paid more to get this. So I wrote to the guy, the Discogs person, and he responded quickly. It says, oh, there's 2 versions of that? I go, yes, there is. And I ordered the other one. Well, he did have it. So he goes, well, and I says, I'll send the other one back. Just send me the right one. He goes, no, go ahead and keep this one, and I'll send you this one. So he really made right by it. More than I had expected. So I have this one to play, and I have this one I keep sealed with a little wax thing on there because it's just a record collector kind of thing to do. So Moon Duo, both of them. But about this album, it's psych rock with a lot of repetitive rhythms and just saturated guitars. Again, there's the organ has an Ellen Vega type feel. There's Spaceman 3. I would even say Silver Apple type influences. The name of the this album is, you'd probably want to know that. Maybe you don't give a crap. I don't, but I'm going to tell it to you. It's called Escape. Escape. It came out in 2010. And these are the reissues, expanded edition, so they say. Space rock with a hawk wind and droning happening. There are, a lot of 2-chord guitar riffs. Then there's this fuzz guitar that's thrown over the top of that, and just with these whispered vocals, really even don't even know what he's saying. And then they use these primitive drum machines on there, which again kind of has this suicide feel, which I like. This was just packed with very immersive, trippy soundscapes. Really enjoyed this thing. It's like you're spinning out of control on a freeway of fuzz. That's what's happening. Hypnotic, just hypnotic. So super happy to get this thing. Moon Duo. 2 of the members, husband and wife, from Wooden Shjips. Really good stuff. Very enjoyable. So we've done that kind of. Now let's get into a Record Store Day album. Pelican, out of Chicago, formed in 2001. Dave, local bandography, one of his favorite groups of all time. This is a 2-album set. There we go. It's a reissue of the first album, What We All Come to Need. And off gray vinyl, that side. So, back side of this thing. Pelican. I am a Pelican virgin. Didn't know anything about it, but I saw it on a Record Store Day and I pulled up some samples and I go, God, I kind of like this. Music, here we go with these descriptions. Post-rock, doom metal, or some say post-metal. So we use this word post now. I just don't know where we're going to go now from. I think we talked about this before. Is it post? Is it after post that we're doing? We keep coming up with crap. But they've put out 6 LPs, and they are almost entirely instrumental. That's what they do, instrumental. Though the last track on here has vocals. They brought in someone to do some singing. It is very dense combinations of different sounds that you're going to get, and the tracks are extended. 5 to 7 minutes is what you're going to have on here. This album, what we all come What We All Come to Need came out in 2009. And again, RSD expanded it. It just has that groove. It has this real heavy groove going on. There's a lot happening within this trio. This trio, it's amazing how much noise you can do. There is this doom-like intensity happening. Really enjoyed it. Obviously, it's not for everyone, But, you know, instrumentals are kind of nice. You can put that on. You're doing other stuff. You have that going on in the background, even if it is kind of doomy sounding, which I'm not a doomy music kind of guy. But lately, it seems like more of them have been popping in. I'm changing. I'm changing again. Oh, my God. Okay. Must have been some of that satanic music I bought. I don't know. But Pelican, what we all come to need from Record Store Day. I found that to be an enjoyable listen. And now for something completely different. And we have Simla Beat 70. Simla Beat 70. And this was put out by a tobacco company. Let's see what we got in here. We have absolutely zero in there because it is Record Store Day. We have Cosmic Rock. And, yeah, no, just white. I think the Pelican was a Record Store. Oh, I take it back. This was not Record Store Day. My fault. Pelican was a Record Store Day, and oh no, it's white. I thought maybe. And Pelican is actually a 3-album set. 3 albums. So look at the misinformation that I continue to give you to confuse you in your musical journeys. That's what I do. Because I'm probably confused. So Simla Beat 70. Let's talk about this. Came out in 1970. There was a Simla Beat 71 that also came out. I don't have that. This is Indian Psych. And they had there was this, every year they had the Indie Simla Beat, which was sponsored by the Imperial Tobacco Company in Bombay. And they would bring in a bunch of different bands. And it was psych bands. And so you get that on here. Now, what they did, so these bands, they went out and played, and then they came off, and they had this makeshift recording studio, really primitive kind of thing, but you come off the stage and they bring you into there to record a song or two. And some of these, you know, maybe it might be 2 or 3 songs. So they record that, and then they put out the album. So I don't know if all the bands are on here, but you have the Confusions, the Dinosaurs, the Excellence, the Genuine Spares, Inner Light, a variety of different things, and from different areas around India. Of course, India, you know, was an English colony. It's still very much tied to it, so you get a lot of English on here. The music is kind of, you think, garage and psych, circa 66 and 67, what you would hear in the West. I think that's kind of the feel you get. They do, was it You Can't Beat It, which is a Trog song. Born on the Bayou, they do, by Creedence Clearwater, which, no, they didn't do very good with that. There's an instrumental called Psychedelia, and it's a very, it was quite good. I really enjoyed that. And you don't hear like a lot of sitar. These guys are using their electric guitars, or making them fuzzy, distorted, whatever. There is some weird stuff. They do Zorbra's Dance. Huh? They make it kind of psyche, but what a stupid selection. I mean, it's like, what? And What's Going On, they do. Kind of weird and trippy. It's not the Marvin Gaye What's Going On, but the singer really wasn't very good. I'm sure his mom thinks he is. Maybe dad does, but dads sometimes get realistic and go, you know, you suck, son. But the mothers try not to do that. But yeah, overall sound quality is good. It's not terrible, but you're not going to get the best sound quality, but something totally different. Psych music from India. Who knew?
You want the one that feels They keep on running, rocking, go. I am the one that knows. If you want to know about love, it's all love. It's all love. And I know how love is mine. When I'm holding you near, you ain't got nothing to feel. You can't be.
And that brings us into our final one. And this is the Great Bluesmen. And this had been sent to me by Will down in Colorado Springs. And this is put out by Vanguard. A lot of great notes on there about what you have in here. It is a blues compilation of the Vanguard label. Vanguard did a lot of just folk blues. But you have just an incredible, neat amount of people on here. You got John Lee Hooker, Sleepy John Estes, Muddy Waters, Jesse Fuller, Mance Lipscomb, Reverend Gary Davis, Brian McGee, Sonny Terry, Otis Spann, Lightning Hopkins, Big Boo Bruni, Johnny Young, James Cotton, Ida Cox, Sunhouse, Johnny Shines, Junior Wells, Mississippi John Hurd. It just goes on. You have such a wide variety of different people, which just makes this darn fun. You can just hear a huge variety of blues artists. This came out in the 60s, I think mid-60s. I forgot to get a date on that, so I'm not sure. You can play it on stereo or mono, just in case you want to know. But yeah, one wonderful blues compilation. Doesn't cost a lot if you're interested. It's called The Great Bluesmen of Vanguard. Look, well, if you like blues, well worth looking into.
One more kiss, darling. All right, man. Just before I go. Well, if I leave this time, I may not come back no more. Woo! Shows the moon keeps on shining. I'll be on my way.
And that's it for today. You know, we're bundled up, long sleeves t-shirt because my house doesn't stay warm worth crap. Have a couple extra heaters out there. Yeah, the temperature's dropping. The heat's supposed to be at 70, but we're at 65 and it'll get lower. Hopefully a new place will be better. But appreciate you dropping by. I hope those of you are safe. I saw Europe's getting a lot of snow. Some of you have sent me pictures through Facebook and that, and you can see it. Please check out the podcast, Two Guys Talking About Records I do with Jim Gleason on the Believe Network. You can go on to Believe Network. We're one of 100 and some podcasts on there, but also Spotify, iHeart, Apple, Facebook, and YouTube at Radio Wasteland Records. This week we are talking with a brand new record collector, Tony, and his experiences of starting vinyl last year. Should be very interesting. I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you for hanging out, and see you later. Bye.